Hello everybody, welcome back to the Gaming Pantry. This is the RetroBear with another part of my Wii collection video, and today we are doing N and O and about 30 games, which is a lot shorter than we usually do. But I'm quite surprised there's that many games in there, especially N. But then you think about it, things with N and Nintendo and things like that. O though, there's quite about 6 or 7, maybe 10 O games. There may be more than that. But anyway, hope you're well. It's great to have you back here once again. Thank you very much indeed for your continual viewing of these. I'm currently unsupervised doing this, as you may tell. Thanks everybody who watched the previous videos. Hope you're enjoying them. Nice to hear from people who are. Obviously it's not your sort of thing, I understand, but we've got to get it done at some point. Wait till we start the PlayStation 2, and then wait till we start the Xbox, because those big ones still have to go, and the handhelds, and all sorts of other stuff. Peripherals, we've still got them to do. I might even restart filming my Commodore 64 stuff, and that'll be even longer than this. Possibly. I don't know. Anyway, what are we going to do next? Yes, so we're doing... Where are we? N and O today. N and O. Whew, so we're over halfway. And as you can see, Basil's getting closer to the floor. There he is, up there. So, occupying that little... You know that little section there? It's probably about 50... I think it's probably about 35, maybe, something like that. Because he's about 15 or so dropping down. Depending on how well the shelf was measured to start with, which wasn't very well. But anyway, let's get cracking then. Let's get cracking. And we got Namco Museum Remix to start with. I think I paid $5 for this. And it's about the going rate for it. 14 games in all. And actually, they are a lot of fun. I do enjoy these little compilations. I'm a Pac-Man enthusiast. So it's great to have that sort of there. Old school meets new school. Namco Remix Museum, or Museum Remix. Just in case you didn't see the last video, that's Mrs. Bear printing off labels again. Always when I'm recording. Always when I'm recording. I can now hear the footsteps. They're surprised. Hello. Stay there. Because I was recording. I still am recording at the moment. Is that any better? No. No. Okay. Oh dear me. You've heard her now. That's Mrs. Bear. Anyway. Right. Namco Museum. I've lost the flow on this one now. 9 classic arcade hits. Galaxian, Dig Dug, Mappy, Pac and Pal, Cutie Q, Super Pac-Man, Gaplus, Xevious and Pac-Mania. If you've got the Evercade, I think some of those games are on that. What have we got here? Yeah, so you got 5 games also remixed. Pac and Roll, Gallagher, Pac Motos, Rally X and Gator Panic, and they're all incorporating Pac-Man. It's a really good little compilation that I really did enjoy it. So you've got the classic arcade games and 5 sort of new variation style using Pac-Man. Good game, pick it up. It's not terribly difficult to find, but you're going to be paying a few quid for it. And that's the inside if I didn't show you that before we started. I'm expecting that to go in any minute. What we got next? NBA Live 2008. With not a basketball person, I'm afraid, so I couldn't tell you who that is. Wizards, Washington Wizards. No, the team. There we go. I forgot about, when I talk about sports games, I talk about the golf games and the American football games and the football games. I forget basketball because I'm not a basketball fan. I used to score basketball many years ago. Our school team had our school had a team. And the one year they wanted somebody to come and score, do proper scoring for it. And I left it about sort of like 2 or 3 hours, and I thought I better go and ask the PE teacher about it. And I said, so I probably missed out on this. I said I wanted to come and do the scoring for the basketball. He said, you're the first person to come along, which gave me no idea of exactly just how it was. And a friend of mine I used to play cricket with, he came with me. He would keep time. He'd do timekeeping, and I'd do the scoring. And it was great fun. Great fun. Really did enjoy it. That's probably the most fun I got at basketball. I just don't enjoy it. NBA Live 2009, all play, as I said in the last video, all the sports titles for that year came out with 2009. That's a Chicago Bulls player. And there's people out there know what this is. I don't. There's a copy of the manual inside. And NBA basketball for everyone. How thrilling. When I had PlayStation 1 years and years and years ago, I bought one of the NBA Live games for it. I was astounded by how good it actually looked. And how the court was shining and squeaking in the trainers and things like that. And at half time, you got like a blast of like cheerleaders doing a half-time show. Really good, that. Based on the popular TV series I've never seen called NCIS. There's a David McCallum in the middle there, isn't it? The old man from Uncle. And a load of other people I don't recognise. Don't know. Some people obviously. Isn't this one got like those CSI? CSI got like 800 million spin-offs. CSI New York, CSI, Kentucky, CSI Downtown LA or something like that. I don't think NCIS has got a sort of spin-off on it. Join the NCIS team in their investigations. Use each character's special talent, to help solve complex crimes. Yeah, could be interesting, but about $150 I paid for that, something like that. Now, we're into the Need for Speed zone. I do love a bit of Need for Speed. So we've got Need for Speed Carbon. There's quite a few of these. Got so many variations of these games across all my systems. But I don't know. People ask me about game series I like, and Need for Speed always tend to crop up. I don't know why. Probably because they're all a little bit different. This one's probably my favourite. I was talking to a guy at work about this the other day. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, which I think they've remastered for the PlayStation 4 now. I used to love this game on the PlayStation 3. Mrs. Bear used to love this game on the PlayStation 3. One year we spent New Year's Eve one year trying to beat high scores on our friends list, just so they wake up on New Year's Day and find we beat them all. But yeah, it's I don't think this one gets quite as good a reputation as the other ones though. But yeah, I like them. Another one, the first Need for Speed custom built for the Wii. This is Need for Speed Nitro. So actually custom built for the Wii itself. And it was the best of E3 award winner 2009. I have played it and it is rather good. Like me racing games. Anybody who knows knows my channel will know I do enjoy a good racer. Did start that Barely Played series, and most of those games on there have been racers. Two more in the Need for Speed series to show you. There's Need for Speed Pro Street, which I was playing a few months ago on the 360. So if this is as good as that, I shall have a lot of fun with it. I always said that the Wii never got many racers, but there's obviously an entire Need for Speed series. I think the one I'm missing is the Run. Which I'm thinking is anyone I'm missing on the Need for Speed series. But it's never a particularly cheap game. I mean, none of these games are particularly cheap. But I think Need for Speed Run's always about £4 to £6. And I've got Need for Speed Underground, which I think doesn't have a manual with it. It doesn't. I think this is more storyline based, this one. Every chase, every lie takes you deeper undercover. Yeah, that's that one. That's all the Need for Speed games. What have we got here? Oh, yeah. Neopets Puzzle Adventure. Yep, I have no idea either. It's got the word puzzle in it, which is probably why I bought it. Because puzzle game. Well, it's got a stupid sort of like anime style to it. Solve the puzzle and save Neopia. My myopia is getting worse, I tell you, but Neopia. So I don't know. Don't know about that one. I think I'm just one of those. Oh, it's a cheap one. I'll get one. This one, man, I wish I'd. Years and years ago, I was in. Say years and years ago. In the last 5 years, I was in the CEX somewhere, and I've done some research on games, because I always say if I go somewhere further afield, I like to take some list with me. If I go to CEX somewhere, if I can't get anything in charity shops or second-hand shops or whatever, I've always got a CEX list, so I can go into CEX. Oh, I'll pick those up. And the one time I didn't do it, I went to Wolverhampton. And when I got home, it sort of cropped up on the list. I thought, oh my god, I should have got that, and I've not seen it since. So I've got the game, which is Nerf End Strike, but there is actually a Nerf attachment for the Wii, and it's not easy to come by. And I think the last time I saw it was about 12 quid. It's like the Doctor Who Sonic Screwdriver for the Return to Earth game. Again, you don't see them very often, and they are quite pricey. But yeah, there's actually a Nerf attachment for this. I mean, it's all right. You can play it with the Zapper. It's fine, you know. It's not quite the same. But as you can see there is like a Nerf gun attachment, and you very rarely see these with the game and the gun together. Yeah, additional switch shot 2 EX-3 blasters sold separately. And you can actually buy everything together. So I'm really annoyed that I missed that the one time. I mean that's cheap to pick up, but the attachment is. I've got a Nerf gun. Friend Steph bought me one years ago for Christmas for some reason. I don't know why. Right. So we've now hit N. This is why I realise there's so many games with N in front of them, because that's what it says on the spine. So this is New Play Control Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, because it does say New Play Control on the side. Now this is the one I think with the reversible cover, isn't it? Have you got a reversible cover on it? Yes, it has. So you can either have it like that, or you can have it like that. Now I prefer it like that, because I think it just looks better, a full proper cover on that one. So make sure it goes back in again properly, because it will stick out. Said the actress to the bishop. Yeah, I don't think I've actually played that one, but I remember I would play Donkey Konga. So if it's anything like that, but I don't think it is. In fact, I think it's anything to do with memory. So I have played this. Yes, I have. It's not the game I'm thinking of. So yes, you use the Wii controls rather than the conventional platform. You're using sort of like, that's it. Yeah, that's not a very good description, so I'm not sending it to you very well. But that's what that is anyway. Now what have we got here? Oh yeah, we've got New Play Control Mario Power Tennis. Again, exactly the same thing. It's got reversible cover, so it's either got the white border around the outside or a full cover like this. I'm not such a fan of the sort of like, I'm not a fan of Sega's Tennis, Superstar Tennis. I'm not a fan of this one either. I just don't like power-ups in games. Like I said, power-up. I don't want to power up. I'm going to play tennis. I'm going to play tennis as Mario. I want to play a game of tennis as Mario, not play a game of tennis as Mario with stupid power-ups. It's beyond comprehension. I'm playing against the mushroom at the other end. Now this one is very like Pigment. It's not quite like Pigment, and this is New Control Pigment. New Play Control Pigment. So there we go, with the reversible cover as well. But yeah, I've got it on good authority. It's like the best-selling game Pigment, but it's not quite as good as Pigment. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Another new game, but this was another one of these great little different colours. Because most of the Wii colours are white. Most of these spines have their own sort of colour coding, so it's very easy to sort of categorise everything and keep everything that looks nice on the shelf. Some of the Wii boxes are a different colour. This is New Super Mario Brothers Wii. Now, what did I get this for? I don't think I paid as much as I think I got it. Did I get it off eBay? Yes, I bought it off eBay. No, Amazon. That was it. It was a cash converters seller on cash converter store selling on Amazon. I think I paid $4.5 for this possibly, and it was described as average condition. I'll tell you something, bloody immaculate. There is not anything wrong with this at all. In fact, I can tell you how much I paid for it. No, I can't tell you what I paid for it. Why can't I tell you what I paid for it? It hasn't got the cash generators in Burton. That was it, where it came from. It was described, condition note, comes with case, no manual, fast delivery. And this was May 2018, which was probably about 6 weeks after I started doing these videos again. So if you go back and have a look, it's there. Well, there's the manual. Manual's there. The Nintendo Club Point card is there. The Quick Guide to Playing Together guide is there. Wii Bump is there. And a white instruction book is there. So in fact it came with everything. The disc, just in case you think there's a punchline. The disc is there. And the disc is immaculate. There's nothing, no mark on it at all. The box is clean. There's no, you know, that is about as, I hate using that flaming word, mint. But that's about as sparkly clean as you could get for £4. And that game, obviously, most of us know anything between 12 and 18 quid at times. Ridiculous. So just pay a look around sometimes. And you get what you're going for. New You Fitness First. Personal trainer. Lovely. We do love a Fitness First game in here. Or any sort of fitness games. One day I may look like that. Take a lot of hard work. And I've also got a free 5-day guest membership at Fitness First. That'll be useful when lockdown finishes eventually. In 2022. I'm just trying to see if this actually expired, but I don't think it does. No, there's no actual expiry date on it. I know we keep saying these sort of things, like, you know, we should send all these warranty cards off and registration cards and free membership to snooker clubs and things. Maybe we should do, because that one definitely didn't have an expiry date on it. Next one is only ice hockey game I've got. This is 2K Sports NHL 2K10. Don't see that all that often. I'm not sure how many ice hockey games there were for that. I don't think, were there any of the EA NHL ones came out for the Wii? I don't know. Perhaps somebody knows a bit more about these than I do. Is Party Now, which must be some sort of tagline representing the bloke on the right hand side. I really have no idea. Don't know. Christmas lights are looking alright, aren't they? If I do that, they look even better. There we go. You can see them. I'll forget. In fact, I turn one of the big lights off, so if I look a bit dark, that's why. What have we got here? Nickelodeon game, Attack of the Toybots with SpongeBob. You've got Jimmy Neutron, Tack. Oh, what's that guy's name? Oh God, top above Tack. I can't remember his name now. It won't tell me the back either, but no. Again, I'm not sure where this idea of sort of teaming Nickelodeon characters came up from. I really don't know. And you've got SpongeBob and Patrick on the front and some bots and... Was it Phantom? Danny Phantom? The guy with the grey hair at the top? That's it, I think Danny Phantom, I think it was. Like, I think I know enough about sort of the cartoons of the day rather than the cartoons of yesteryear. These ones I might struggle with, actually. This is Nickelodeon Fit. Yes. Fitness for kids with Dora the Explorer and Dora's friend and a penguin wearing a bow tie, and there's a character down there who's also got her own Wii game as well, which I haven't got. But yes, I you know, so I sort of know who they are. I don't know anything else about them really. It may tell me on the back here. No, it doesn't. Oh yes, those will be the Backyardigans. And I can't tell you who anybody else is. But there we go. So yeah, Nickelodeon Fit. That's a fun way to get fit. Possibly. SpongeBob SquarePants next. In the end zone, because it says Nickelodeons. You can't quite see that there, can you? It says Nickelodeons, SpongeBob SquarePants. Boating Bash. Which it's a real weird mixture. You sort of like trying to take your driving test and end up to like in a destruction derby type thing, and yeah, it's a weird sort of thing. But SpongeBob games, you know, they aren't, you know, they don't usually get cheap. The Attack of the Toybots is relatively cheap, but you know, things like this and some of them do hold their value a little bit. This is Night at the Museum 2. I always thought it was called Night at the Museum, but it's actually not. It's actually based on the second film, Night at the Museum 2, the video game with Ben Stiller on the front. I quite enjoyed the first film. I haven't enjoyed any other ones afterwards. I think it's 3 of them altogether. Was it like he was doing 3 Robin Williams, one of his last films or something like that? Features the voice and likeness of Ben Stiller for an authentic movie experience. Great. Meet and interact with legendary historical figures from Amelia Earhart to Ivan the Terrible and Teddy Roosevelt. You can ride the T-Rex. You can blast off in the lunar lander and pilot the Pitcairn Autogyro. Yeah. Not sure if Dick Van Dyke's in it. This one I got really, really early when I started collecting Wii games. This is Night Journey into Dreams. Journey of Dreams, sorry. I think days into nights, aren't they? Yeah. Not a particularly hard game to find, unlike the Sega Saturn one. No manual with this one. I've got the safety instruction booklet, so I should be alright. Won't poke me eye with a Wii remote or anything like that. Some people don't like this game. I've never played the original, and I must be honest with you, I ain't a fan of it. But some people think it gets a bit of a rap. Some people say it's not as good as the Sega Saturn version, which is fair enough. We're at a party game fodder hell here. We're from a game called, from people called Nord Current, and this is Ninja Captains, 20 games. If you're a ninja, why do you need to be a captain? Captain Ninja? Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That's the heating coming on now. 2 different languages on the back. 20 mini games. All sorts of things going on today. We are in the Ninja Zone. There's another ninja game for you. This is Ninja Reflex with a cover that looks like it's been photoshopped and basically cost about 4p to make. From EA as well, so obviously saving money on it. There's no manual with this either. Bloody hell. I should have realised how many of the games got manual and how many hadn't. Master the art of speed to become a ninja. Use the Wii remote as a sword, throwing star, nunchucks and more. Compete for ninja supremacy with 4 different people. And sharpen your ninja skills over 11 belt ranks to achieve a black belt. If you've always wanted to be a ninja, that's the game for you. Speaking of ninjas, probably one of the most notorious games for the Wii, in all fairness. We've got next from our wonderful friends at Data Design Interactive, so you know it's going to be shit. If you watched any of the previous videos, or you only need any Wii games with the word Popcorn Arcade on them. Now, when this game came out, a lot of people sort of hyped this up when it first sort of screenshots came out for it. People loved it. When they released the artwork for the front cover, people loved it. And then when they played it, they hated it. It's got a shonky camera on it for a start. Some of the jumping is ridiculously stupid. There's only 4 levels to it, and this was the game which was basically reskinned across so many others that it's impossible to talk about. And it's a really crap copy of it. But at one point, I think I paid 49p for this. At one point, I saw this game about £3. And I thought, no way is that game going up in value. Perhaps I've actually got this right. Perhaps buying all these games at 50p and whatever was worth it, because technically at one point this was worth 6 times what I paid for it. I mean, whether you want to pay £3 for it is entirely up to you. I wouldn't. It's Ninja Bread Man. Now, I mean, honestly, you look at that, you think, that's pretty cool. You know, the logo's pretty cool, the character looks pretty cool, the violent sort of like psycho cakes in the background look pretty good. I will defend this game once and say that I don't actually mind the music in it, even though they use the music sort of like in other games. I don't think the music is that bad if you listen to it for about 2 or 3 minutes. If you sort of play it with a game as you keep going on, it's going to get grating. But I don't think it's that bad. Probably the best thing about it is the music. But honestly, this is a game which is just, it's borderline unplayable. It really is at points. It really is. I don't like it. I hate it. And so should you, really. And here's a game which is also borderline unplayable because it's just so unresponsive. It's Nitro Bike. And again, you think that should be quite good, that. I mean, it looks like a decent, looks like an action-packed cover sort of thing. Okay, that logo's a bit, GCSE art, but it just goes off at such a high speed and it's very unresponsive with the controls. Not a big fan of it at all. And you thought, you'd have a good game, based on bike control, but no, it's not. It's not. It's not as good as it should have been. Now, we showed in the last video Muramasa the Demon Blade, which is from Rising Star. Here's another one for you from the same people. This is No More Heroes. Now, this isn't the second one. This is the more commonly available first game. The second one, obviously, is ridiculously easy, a costly game to pick up. But again, people love the art styling on these sort of games. This one doesn't have the manual, sadly. Arse. Not sure why. I think I was just picking these games up at the time without caring whether they got manuals, but I'm a little bit now more, shall we say, picky about it. But yeah, it's a game which I think the second one is meant to be the better game of the two. I mean, obviously they would have bought. Why they bring a second game? The first game wasn't particularly successful. I don't know. It's been a long time, since I played that. I don't know. Played it very briefly when I first had it, but I don't know. This one doesn't feel like it's got a manual. No, it hasn't got a manual either. Another no manual game. Now that's what I call music, dance and sing, with 30 tracks and 16 number ones. It'll be interesting to see if I've heard of any of them. No manual, as I said. It's about £3 to £4 game, this one. What have we got? Yeah, loads of things I haven't even heard of. Anything. Duck Sauce, Barbara Streisand, Eliza Doolittle, Pack Up, Jessie J, Price Tag, Lady Gaga, Born This Way, which seems to be on every single dancing game I've got. Ollie Murs, Please Don't Let Me Go. Hopefully this means something to some people out there. Rihanna's Only Girl in the World, I've heard of that one. Yeah, there's a lot of things on there I've never even heard of before. So, yeah. Another popcorn arcade game, Off-Road Extreme. Their customary yellow disc. It's the colour of vomit. I think it's perfectly acceptable for some of the stuff they put out. Again, screenshots seem fairly good when they're still. When they move around a bit, it's a bit different. Got a couple of got some decent ones in this one. Here's another one for you. And yeah, it's a Kami. What a ingenious game that is. PlayStation 2 version I haven't got. I don't think. No, I haven't. This actually, I think I picked up. I paid £8 for it, and it's sort of halved in value. I think it's still quite cheap to pick up. Capcom game, of course, and I mean it's got an art styling all to itself. It's got a gameplay all to itself. It's unique, and it's one of the great games. It really is. It deserves to be everybody's Wii collection, I think, this one. So, and again, I love the ingeniousness of some of these games. If you need to buy a Kami for Nintendo system, there's no better recommendation for that. For my collection of games with dubious covers, I think I'm going to pronounce it. I'm going to call it Bikini Zombie Slayers, because I know Basabi's listening, probably. Honchambara. Onechambara, possibly. I don't know. I've had 2 goes at it. I'm not doing it again. I'm defending all these people out there. This I think I picked up for £5, which I think was not bad at all, to be honest with you. Complete the manual. Hotties Against Zombies. Sexy samurai swordplay. That's all you need to know. There we go. Never played one of those games before. I think, again, cause I know how much that usually goes for. I know it's on a downswing in value, so that's fine. What have we got here? Open Season. Now, here's a game which sits in my collection on the Xbox and the PlayStation 2. Was there a GameCube version? Please don't tell us a GameCube version. I've got to get that as well. But, yeah. Have you seen the film? I have. That's absolutely no way, shape or form an endorsement, shall I say. I can't even remember playing that. I think I've played it. This one's interesting. So I mentioned it in the previous video. Now, one of these sort of interesting sort of sides to the fact that this game has got something on the cover, but not on the spine. It's also by Popcorn Arcade, so you know it should be going under S for shit, really, but it's not. This is a Mythmaker's Orbs of Doom, but goes in the O section because it's got Orbs of Doom on the spine. Did I pay for this? Yes, I paid 50p for it. There we go. I bought Star Wars, the complete Lego Star Wars, this, and an Xbox game, Bicycle Casino, for the grand sum of £2.50. 3 games for £2.50. When did I buy this? What year was that? Can't remember. It was some time ago, I'm sure of it. Oh, I don't know. Sometime in the past. Oh, here we go. 2018, July 2018. So, yep, so that's the Doom. And again, like I said, it's from Data Design Interactive, so it's going to be crap. Game that they actually made a kart racing game about. Why? Why do you make a kart racing game about that? This one you do not see at all. It is. I've not seen it. I've seen it once maybe since I picked it up a long time ago. And it's a cooking simulator. It's called Order Up. This is before you had all those other games that I can't think of now. Well-known series. I can't think of what it's called. My Zoo games. It's actually not bad. Actually, I played this when I first got it, and I thought, yeah, this is quite good actually. This one. But you don't see it all that often. And yeah, you're just sort of making food in the kitchen and building a restaurant up and things like that. So, Overcooked, that's it. It's not quite in the same category as that. Not quite as good as that, but yeah, worth your time if you see it. But I said it's very difficult to find. And the last one in the N2O section, and again, I've seen this on a recent video somebody else has done. And I said, do you realise there's a version of this on the Wii? And this is Overlord Dark Legend, which again was one of the first games I sort of picked up when I started collecting. You don't see it a great deal. I'm not sure how much it goes for nowadays. An essential game for all you megalomaniacs. Well, I'm a psychopath, so it's not going to appeal to me. Anyway, there we go. And there we go. That's N2O. We're done. We're done. N2O. So, I'm having a look behind me. Yeah, P. Yeah, we've got no games beginning with Q, so P probably will be on its own. And then we're into RST and the, and I think UVW, UV might get on their own, and then XYZ and everything else at the end. So we you know, the end is in sight. You know, we're sort of, if that's a hill, and you can sort of see where the horizon is, we're getting close to the top of it now. We've broken the back in it. M and N and O have sort of, we cleared down about 100 games, which is about a sixth of the collection, which is great. We've cleared them down. In the meantime, if you have enjoyed that, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tick that bell for further notifications when my videos go up. There will be another one of these on very, very shortly. Probably not another one now until New Year. That's, well, we may try and squeeze one in before the end of the year. I don't know, depending on how things go and how much time I've got. If you mind recording this in advance. In the meantime, once again, thank you for your company. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again very, very soon. But it's the RetroBear saying take care and bye for now.